A$AP Rocky, Harlem's finest, the ultimate fashion killer, and the style icon who made all of us believe we could rock a babushka scarf to Fashion Week. Beyond his undeniable talent and countless hit collaborations, Rocky knows how to live life in the fast and fashionable lane. Case in point, his jaw-dropping $300,000 iced out chain. Yes, you heard that right, 300 grand. This masterpiece dripping in diamonds and gold isn't just a chain. This bad boy is crafted from diamonds and gold and comes courtesy of high jewelry artisans. But let's circle back to the man again. Sure, Rocky has redefined what it means to be a modern day rapper, and there's a lot to talk about. Chart-topping hits, that unique Harlem flow, and the fact that he's Rihanna's partner in crime and life. But today it's not about bars. No, it's about the bags, not the ones under your eyes after binge listening to Long Live A$AP. We're talking about money, a net worth of $20 million, and all the things he spends that dough on. So strap in as we dive into it all. From multi-million dollar houses to luxurious cars, here are the stupidly expensive things A$AP Rocky owns. By the way, if you like videos like this and would love to see more like it, then go ahead and give us a like and subscribe below. When you have a net worth of $20 million, you have a pick of the best places to live with. And your living problems get an upgrade from less, can I afford rent? And more, which mansion should I crash in tonight? So, back in 2015, Rocky decided it was time to upgrade from wherever cool people lived before they got rich. He snagged his first home in West Hollywood for $5 million. The house itself was just a casual 4,321 square foot, boxy, modern beauty. The ground floor was more or less one giant room. It had wooden doors that swung open to reveal white oak floors, built-in lights, and a big fireplace. The house even came with an extra touch of a sunken conversation pit for Netflix and chill, or whatever rich people call it. The kitchen has an olive green and blonde wood work surface, which honestly, kudos to them for making that combo work. Upstairs, you'll find 5 bedrooms, including a master suite that's all cream everything. There's also a rooftop patio with a fireplace and hanging plants. In the cozy little backyard, the developers somehow managed to squeeze in a zero-edge plunge pool and spa combo, because who doesn't want their own personal slice of luxury? But as fabulous as this home's features are, the best part is its location, because it's nestled in the heart of Beverly Grove. You know, just a prime spot between Melrose Avenue and Beverly Boulevard, meaning you could stroll to some of the most popular shopping spots and check out those mouth-watering restaurants around. But you know what they say, one house is never enough, so A$AP got himself a swanky penthouse in the Mayfair district of London. You know how smitten you must be with the city before you decide to grab a place to call your own. And apparently the biggest selling point for him is how little anyone in London seems to care that he's, well, A$AP Rocky. Unlike LA, where stepping outside probably feels like leading a parade, in London, he can just vibe. You know, sip tea in peace. As for the details about this penthouse, don't hold your breath. The guy is not telling. Somehow, he's determined to keep this one on the down low, and we can't blame him. The only thing we know for sure is that it's not a townhouse, it's an apartment. And he even called it his home away from home. So I'm guessing he's not trying to have paparazzi show up at his front door. These days though, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are living their best lives in a jaw-dropping $13.8 million colonial-style mansion in Beverly Hills. They're sharing the beautiful mansion with their 2 adorable kids, RZA and Riot. Rihanna picked up this 5-bedroom, 7-bathroom gem back in 2021. Originally built in the 1930s, the mansion's been given a glow-up that would make any HGTV show green with envy. The sprawling 7,600 square foot property comes complete with a pool, a chic cabana area, multiple fire pits, and even a guest house. Because when A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are your neighbors, you know everyone's gonna want to crash. Inside, the gourmet chef's kitchen is basically a Pinterest board come to life. With white marble countertops, herringbone wood floors, and 2 islands. Each island even has its own gold hardware sink, including a wine fridge for those late night pours. When it's time to break a sweat, they head to their open concept gym with an outdoor terrace. Post-workout, they can kick back in the contemporary family room, which boasts a flat screen TV and some eclectic accent chairs that probably cost more than my car. For meals, they've got options. A stylish breakfast nook, a grand dining room with a chandelier straight out of a royal palace, or an indoor-outdoor dining space perfect for hosting dinner parties that'll make everyone else's look amateur. And when it comes to unwind, there's a posh living room for cocktail hour and a bar room with a wood-burning fireplace and color-coordinated bookshelves. Yes, even their books are fashionable. But it's the bedrooms that are pulling out the stops. We're talking about a king-size bed plus a small dance floor huge. Some even have private terraces with backyard views. As impressive as A$AP Rocky's houses are, it's his collection of rides that is the highlight of the expensive things he owns, because the fleet in this rapper's garage would give any car enthusiast a run for their money. With an estimated $2.7 million worth of wheels, the man doesn't just live in the fast lane, he owns it. If you ever had doubts about A$AP Rocky's love for cars, you need to check out Need for Speed Unbound. His custom Mercedes-Benz 190E not only steals the show, but Rocky himself is also a non-playable character. Designed by his creative agency AWGE in collaboration with the NFS team, the 190E is everything you'd expect from him. It's black on one side, white on the other, because why pick one vibe when you can flex both? It also comes with gold accents and, for the last touch, a license plate that reads A$AP. Under the hood, it's powered by a 2.5-liter inline-4 AMG engine with 232 horsepower. He paid around $290,000, though with all the custom work, it probably cost him more than that to get up to taste. And then there's a 2021 Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Think of it as the Ferrari's cooler, faster cousin. With a V12 engine, 759 horsepower, and a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 2.9 seconds, this beast hits a top speed of 217 miles per hour. The exterior? Feather light carbon fiber, redesigned front end and a rear wing. Price tag? Somewhere from $400,000 to $600,000. Expensive? Sure. Worth it? Absolutely. The Lamborghini Aventador SVJ is not the only Lamborghini he owns. There's also the Lamborghini Gallardo. This beauty comes with a 5-liter V10 engine producing 500 horsepower and can hit crazy speeds. Plus, its aerodynamic design and low-slung body make it look like it's defying gravity. And for the days when Rocky wants an SUV but doesn't want to sacrifice speed, there's the Lamborghini Urus. Powered by a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, it rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.6 seconds, topping out at 204 miles per hour. It costs between $250,000 and $300,000, which is expensive, sure, but come on, this is one of the rare soccer mom cars that looks like it could win a street race. For those everyday errands, like picking up new chains or even pulling up to the studio, Rocky's got a Cadillac Escalade. This isn't just your regular Escalade though. It's packing a 6.2-liter V8 engine with 420 horsepower, going 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.9 seconds. Price range? $80,000 to $86,000. The BMW M5 in Rocky's collection is a real gem too. It's got a 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine cranking out 663 horsepower, going 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds, and hits a top speed of 189 miles per hour. Starting price, $120,000. Worth every penny. His Lexus LS500 is no slouch either though. With a twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 engine producing 416 horsepower, it blends luxury and performance like a fine cocktail. It accelerates to 60 miles per hour in just 4.6 seconds and costs between $79,000 and $110,000. Rumor has it this was one of his first cars, proving even Rocky's humble beginnings are still bigger than ours. While Rocky's officially revealed rides are impressive, there's speculation about more hidden wheels in his collection. Fans suspect he might have a Mercedes-Benz CLA AMG, a Lamborghini Huracan, and maybe even a Batmobile. Okay, that last one's obviously a stretch. When it comes to drip, A$AP Rocky doesn't just play in the fashion game, he dominates it. The man has built an empire out of flexing the kind of wardrobe that could fund a small nation. First up, there's his sneaker game. If you've ever thought your closet was fancy because you got a pair of Jordans, think again. Rocky's closet looks like a sneaker museum curated by a billionaire streetwear fanatic. Rick Owens? Check. Raf Simons? Absolutely. Air Jordans? Obviously. And these aren't your run-of-the-mill kicks. We're talking rare, high-profile editions that cost more than a semester of college. Not content with merely owning sneakers, Rocky also stepped into the design game with his collaboration with Under Armour. Enter the OG X SR Low sneakers, the chunkiest, boldest black sneakers you've ever seen. These bad boys come with extra thick midsoles and start from $250 up to $1,000. Sure, they're a bargain in his world, but for the rest of us mere mortals, they're a rent or shoes type decision. Now, if you think being a rap superstar just means throwing on a hoodie and some chains, Rocky would like a word with you. And maybe a lecture on couture. The man lives in designer threads, and collaborations seem to follow him everywhere. Back in 2016, he teamed up with Raf Simons. But you know him, the man isn't one to stick to a single brand, so his wardrobe also features items from Guess, Nautica, and Tommy Hilfiger. And let's not forget, Rocky models too. He's worked with several brands, but the one time we have seen him strut on the runway is during his own 2024 fashion show in Paris. And then there was his watch game. Let's start with one of the highlights, the Rolex Sea Dweller. Designed for deep sea divers, this piece comes with a hermetically sealed oyster housing, meaning it's waterproof to an insane degree. A sleek black Cerachrome bezel, platinum digits, and a hand-painted dial with red lettering. Price tag? From $13,000 to $40,000. Each Sea Dweller is also individually numbered and engraved, just to remind you that you're wearing something rare and exquisite. It's the kind of watch that can handle extreme underwater pressure, though let's be honest, most people who buy it are probably only diving into champagne pools. And then there's his Patek Philippe, which, by the way, owning a Patek is like announcing to the world that now you have made generational wealth. Their slogan, "You never actually own a Patek Philippe, you merely look after it for the next generation," feels especially appropriate here. A$AP Rocky is probably planning to hand this one down to a future heir, and either RZA or Riot can't wait to get this one from Daddy. Of course, Rocky isn't about to stop there. His collection also includes pieces from Audemars Piguet, a brand revered by rappers, royalty, and anyone with a taste for high-end horology. A favorite among collectors is the iconic Royal Oak, which costs about as much as a down payment on a Manhattan apartment. Rounding out his lineup is Paul Picot, a lesser known but equally stunning luxury brand. Honestly, with a collection like this, he could probably auction off a few watches and retire comfortably, but where's the fun in that? For now, Rocky is content to let his wrist do the talking, proving that when it comes to style, he's always one step ahead of the clock. You know what they say, rappers and their jewelry collections are like kids and candy, they just can't get enough. And A$AP Rocky is one of the big league players when it comes to bling. Of course, there's the $300,000 chain, which we've mentioned previously. But Rocky doesn't stop with neckwear. Nope, the man took his drip game straight to his teeth. Grills have become a staple accessory among rappers, and A$AP Rocky is no exception. Now, while basic grills start at around $100, for the entry-level ones, Rocky doesn't do basic. No, the man has been known to drop as much as $10,000 on a custom-made grill. And of course, with that kind of money, we're not talking plain old stuff. Each one is filled with multicolored diamonds set on a white gold base. Imagine having to explain to someone that the thing in your mouth probably costs more than their car. So while we mere mortals are busy losing one side of our cheap earrings, A$AP Rocky is out here rocking entire salaries on his teeth, neck, and fingers. Honestly, respect. And hey, if he ever decides to host a jewelry garage sale, you'd bet we'd line up immediately. But jewelry aside, it's A$AP Rocky's bag collection that is something to literally die for. First up, let's discuss that time Rocky stepped out with what appeared to be a plastic bag, but turned out to be a Bottega Veneta leather masterpiece. Yes, that's right, leather disguised as a grocery bag. Most of us are out here trying to reuse our Trader Joe's totes to save 10 cents. But Rocky? He's out here carrying Milan's finest, fresh off the runway. And you know the sweetest thing about this is that he gets to share closets with Rihanna. You think they have his and hers closets? Wrong. They have ours. Like the time we saw him pairing his outfit with a blue Goyard St. Louis tote, which we are absolutely sure he must have borrowed from Riri. His love affair with Goyard doesn't stop there though. Yellow clutch? Check. Orange tote? Check. A satchel with a rose painted on it? Why not? Rocky's Gucci bag game is equally strong. At the spring 2020 Gucci show in Milan, he rocked a leather crossbody purse slung across his chest with a swagger of a man who knows his worth. And that of the purses, of course. And then there was the time he accessorized with a Mickey Mouse crossbody. That's right, Mickey Mouse. Somehow Rocky turned Disney merch into high fashion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be Googling affordable alternatives to Goyard for the next 2 hours. So how does a Harlem kid become one of the biggest rappers in the game? Well, like most rappers, Rocky's life is a true rags to riches story. Born Rakim Athalaston Meyers on October 3, 1988 in Harlem, New York, Rocky's early life was far from glamorous. Named after hip-hop legend Rakim by his music-loving mother, it seemed his destiny was written in the stars, or at least in the boom-bap beats of NYC streets. Rocky's big break came in 2011 with the release of his song Peso. Interestingly, the track leaked online before its official release, but rather than becoming a disaster, it became a hit on New York City radio stations. Suddenly, the world started paying attention to the young rapper from Harlem. And then he dropped his debut mixtape, Live, Love, ASAP. The project was a critical and commercial success, earning him a $3 million record deal with Polo Grounds Music and RCA Records. By 2013, Rocky released his debut studio album, Long Live ASAP, which debuted at number 1 on Billboard 200, featuring bangers like Problems. With Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and 2 Chainz, the album went double platinum and cemented Rocky's status as a heavyweight in the rap game. His follow-up album, At Long Last ASAP, continued his winning streak, also debuting at number 1. By the time his third album, Testing, arrived in 2018, Rocky had established himself as not just a rapper, but an innovator. And you need to see the people he has collaborated with because the list reads like a who's who of the industry. Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Rihanna, and even Danny Brown. Apart from music sales, the guy's also been scooping up awards and nominations since bursting on the scene. He's been nominated at the World Music Awards for categories like World's Best Male Artist and World's Best Entertainer of the Year. Basically, the world knows Rocky is that guy. He's also taken home a Woody Award for Best Collaboration, because who doesn't want to collaborate with him? There's the BET Awards, and out of 5 nominations, ASAP has snagged 1 win for Best Collaboration for the hit anthem, Problems. This song was everywhere. Clubs, parties, your cousin's 2013 wedding. And then there are the Grammys. You know, the Oscars of music. Rocky's been here twice, nominated for Best Rap Song with Problems, and Best Music Video for the psychedelic LSD. Did he win? Not yet. But hey, the man's not sweating it. After all, what's a Grammy compared to having Rihanna on speed dial? Plus, there's always hope. With a pending nomination for Best Music Video in 2025, maybe he'll finally take home the Golden Gramophone. And that wraps up our look at ASAP Rocky. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that the kid from Harlem has come a long way.